Greetings and welcome to Worksop Wigglers. We're pretty new, and as you can see, there's some trays and some stuff. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of an intro, just to explain to you a bit about what I am, who I am, where I am. My name's Roger Green. I'm the CEO of OptiFish UK. I make fishing bait, leads, other bits and bobs of tackle, and I've just recently started a worm farm, which I'm studying at this very moment. I breed worms like these in here, which I'll show you in a little bit more detail in a moment, but basically I'm in Worksop in Nottinghamshire, that's where I live, and I will be supplying worms for everything: fishing, compost, vermicomposting, and reptiles, live food. They'll be on eBay and also on my website. They'll also be able to get, I've got a Facebook page, Worksop Wrigglers. If you go on there, get in touch with me, my number, my emails, everything. You want to know anything, I'm very transparent, I'm very open. I'm not going to keep any secrets from you. I'm going to show you exactly what I do, how I do it, when I do it, and how I do it. I'm going to show you how to keep worms alive so that you don't end up buying them and they die. Okay, first things first, never put worms in a fridge. Never ever put them in a fridge. Right, I'm in a insulated, as you can see, this is completely insulated. It's got insulation all around it. Right, at the moment, as you can see, it's backwards because it's what do you call it, where is it? As you can see, it's 22 degrees in here. Right, these worms, right, I'll find you some that's going to be cooperative. And if you look, I don't know if you can see them down there, because like I said, I'll show you, they're quite happy. Okay, the thing about worms is they don't like daylight. They're not bothered about heat. Heat they can cope with. They don't really mind it. So if you want to keep them cool, keep them out of direct light, sunlight, any kind of light. When you get them and they're in tubs or in bags or whatever, keep them in the cool. And keep a concrete floor in your garage in the dark is fine. You know, a kitchen floor, as long as they're not exposed to sunlight and daylight. If they can't get away from it an hour in daylight, they'll be dead. Right, when you put worms in a fridge, they can't, because they're cold-blooded creatures. Their body temperature drops rapidly, and obviously they become lethargic and can't move, which is no good for you when you want them fishing, because you want them to wriggle. And the other thing is that as they're cooled down, their metabolism slows down, and then they warm up again, and then people bring them back home and put them back in the fridge again, and then they drop again, and it's no good. It's got to be stable. It's got to be a stable temperature. If it's not a stable temperature, you'll kill them. Right? So that's first thing. And if you want to keep them alive, it's an easy thing. Put them in a bucket or a tray, you know, like a tote box. I don't know if I've got any. Yeah, stuff like these. You can see them. I'll show you properly when I've things like that. Just put them in some soil, some compost. Not potting compost, because it's got compost. It's got fertilizer in it, which they won't like. If you're going to use it, use stuff that's either peat or work compost. You know, after a compost heap or something. Chuck them in, and every now and then chuck a bit of porridge oats, flour, unbleached, on top of it, and they'll be quite happy there. And you can feed them as long as you want. They will, well, they'll live. They've got no issue with it. What else? I'm sorry if it keeps thinking. I'm trying to keep myself in the middle of the thing, and the front-facing camera's a bit naff. But hey, yeah, that's about it. That's all it comes to. If you want to breed them, if you want to breed your own worms, a little bit of advice: if you're going to do it big. I started off just there with just that table. It was a paste table, and now I started it in, I just started just after lockdown, I think I started. All these trays, each one of these trays that you see, these behind me, yeah, each one of them, when filled with worms, equates to about 30 quid. That's with the cost of the tray, the worms, because obviously to start with you've got to buy your stocking. I do breed my own in compost bins and feed them, you know, your usual compost stuff, veg peelings and all stuff like that, but you can never get enough, so I buy them in, fatten them up, and they make eggs. So now I'm going to go. You're not going to have to look at my ugly mug for anymore. I'll go off and I'll show you some close-ups of what I do, how I do it, and hopefully that'll help you. Speak to you soon.